Hi, all my gorgeous souls. I am Lady Stars on Fire, and this is your homework family for Virgo for May 15th through the 31st. Now, as you start watching these videos, you're going to see I'm going to kind of shift around. I'm just trying to find what is the proper niche for me, what's the proper way of going about of how Spirit wants me to go through these videos. But as I adjust, they'll become a little bit more fluent, more with the flow, and more or less, because when I went to start this video, I basically asked Spirit, okay, well, who are we reading for? And then I started getting floods of information right as I was getting ready to do the video. So I'm going to be hitting the tarot cards. I'm giving you a little bit of whatever it is that I'm being given to give you from May 15th through the 31st. But the way I'm looking at it is I want to start off with just a stage. Where is Virgo? Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus. Virgos, right when we hit the 15th, around this energy, the 15th energy, where's the stage? Where's the platform? What are you already seeing? What are you already entertaining? So that we can see exactly what these energies are that you're undergoing and how we can move forward in the most positive and healthy and healing ways as we move out of it. So if anything, I'm starting at like the lowest vibration of them and moving our way up. So I'm giving you an idea of what Spirit's telling me right off the bat for all of you Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus. As soon as I asked who I was reading for, I was given Fei Wu. Fei Wu looks like this, kind of like an F. But I was given it in both directions. So let me explain. This, again, like I said, is just starting out right at the 15th. Where should you be? What are you feeling as you enter this energy so that we know where to go from there? Fei Wu speaks to us of fire, earth, feminine. It is possessions, cattle, wealth. It is the elder tree. It is the gift that must be worked for and received with humility so that you can understand what it possesses. It also asks you to look after it with respect. It's kind of like you can't hoard something and truly love it at the same time. If you love something, set it free is kind of what this is about, so that you can learn to move forward. It is something that must be honored, must be guarded, but it cannot be hoarded, is what I'm being told. I'm reading from my book of runes, considering they gave it to me in my eyes before I started it. It is especially not for profit. Fei Wu is not. It is abundance. It is an abundant sign of hope and plenty, though. It is a strong emphasis of what the gift of Fei Wu means. But it speaks to us of circulation. The best way that I typically explain Fei Wu is about knowledge. Okay? People hear Fei Wu and they think, money often, and that's wrong. Fei Wu can lead you to money, yes, but it's about knowledge. Knowledge creates power, and with power, you can create abundance and money. And this is all about moving us forward. It also speaks to us of karma and fulfillment, honesty, a clear definition of what it is that you want and desire as you're moving through Fei Wu. But on the underside of it, it may be talking to you about where you're falling short in efforts. It may be talking to you where you're doubtful and abundant within those doubts. Like I said, we're starting right at the 15th, so we're evaluating these energies. It also speaks to us of frustration and shortcomings and observing self in this situation and asking ourselves, what do I need to do to go before I move into the future? What do I need to do to make the future brighter, more or less, is what I'm being given. That's all I was being told to pull out from the Fei Wu for you. I'm trying to put my book back. Because then I am being given from Spirit directly. I have my other little book that helps me remember what all of these different signs are. You most likely try to do everything yourself, and you find it hard to accept help. You need to be willing to accept help. you go too fast, and you want to go too fast of a pace, and you push yourself too hard to receive. Masculine energies tend to be overpowering within the energy for you Virgos. Relates to father issues often, and it can be important, or if it's not a father, it's an important male within your life. And it also speaks to you of telling you, plain and simple, sweetie, slow down, ask yourself or others for help, and be willing to allow them to help you. It's also speaking to us of it's also speaking to us of, Spirit is telling me, it's the left side of our brain. It's our eye and down on the left side of this hemisphere of our life, which has to do with that left hemisphere. In general, this means we're dealing with our logical, our lunar, our practical, our material, and our masculine energies as we come in to the 15th through the 31st is what Spirit is saying. Now, if I look at astrology for just a minute, and I go to Virgo, how do I need to turn this to make that happen? If I go to Virgo, we're kind of looking at other people, relationships, the outer world in general. It is our extrovert as well as our introvert. So we're looking at the outer community as we move forward. This isn't just inverted about ourselves, but what we feel and think within ourselves, Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and how we're seeing or projecting it, because it's dealing with the descendant side. It's dealing with your past life situations and the karmas of the outer community, is what I'm being told. So it's our material worlds and how we're dealing with it from the inside, how we internally are viewing it and seeing the situation. But how are we moving forward? And I keep saying we, everybody, because I am a rising Virgo, but my Virgo sign is also partially part of my universal first house and 12th house. I don't do them at just picking a sign. I follow exactly where it is. So my universal first house and my universal 12th house is kind of like right down the middle. And I also have Venus in Virgo. So yeah, I'm also having to listen to what they're telling me at this time, not just you. As I move forward, before I even get into anything else, the cards come right up and give me, I want to always start off these homework family readings, because that's why I figure they should be called. We're doing our homework as we're moving forward, is this deck. This deck is the light and shadow deck, and I figured it helps us move through the stuff we might be uncomfortable with as we start these energies and move forward through every 2 weeks. I am being given the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands speaks to us of Mars energy. It is Leo energy as well. It is courage, having courage and valor as we move forward. It is fire energy. So this is taking on the proper action and having the courage to move forward through some of these difficult times. Now, with that being said, okay, Spirit, what else do you have to tell me about, hey, I'm upside down, about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from May. Oh, the platform. Anything else on the platform? Where Virgo stands. Right at the 15th for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Is there anything else we need to know about the platform? Moon energy comes flying right out of the deck. And I write all over my cards, just that's how Spirit had me to do it. Spirit had me write it all over there because I get too sidetracked and can't keep up with everything. So I write them all over the cards and then secret notes for myself. The moon is Pisces energy as well. It could be Pisces of significance you might be dealing with. But the moon speaks to us of half the time. Remember, you have partial sun half of the day, the moon half of the day. So this speaks to us of also our conscious and our unconscious. But more importantly, it speaks to us of our nocturnal fears, our fears from within ourselves, from our shadow itself, from our own inner darknesses or our own inner demons. It is, where is half of that weight that we are carrying, and how do we overcome that? Because it's speaking to us of strength being found from within the struggle. So we have the Seven of Wands telling us to have courage, go after your passion, and move forward. And this is telling us to find our strength within the struggle and realize that it's our subconscious. We're overcoming half of the weight we are carrying, because that is what the moon is. It's the nocturnal side of us. It is our darker side of us. It is where we have our darker fears hidden from ourselves. With that being said, is there anything else before we move forward in this reading for Sun, Moon, Rising Virgos and Venus Virgos? Right at the 15th on the platform. We are also being given the Princess of Pentacles. So we know right where we're standing as we come into this energy. She knows what she is doing. She knows what she wants. She knows how to pursue what she wants. The Princess of Pentacles is. Remember, I said a lot of this was going to have to do with the masculine, with the material world, as well as our energies of that material and our outer community. So it's dealing with the extrovert. It's dealing with the with our other people in our life. So it's relationships with our life. It's things that are outside of us. So she is pursuing what she wants. She knows how to start to go after it and make it tangible. She is the goddess of the hunt itself. She enjoys the chase. So she's picking up the fire, picking up the energy, sifting through everything else and learning how to move forward. We also have the Ace of Wands. And this is all for right here at the 15th, which you should be getting ready to come into, and then what we're going to be moving through. The Ace of Wands is what I see it as Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It is that fire energy. It is arrival of the power of the new forces. So you're right, you're receiving it. You're being able to move forward. It is that transformation that helps you pull everything you need to get on that horse, be the knight, and move forward, more or less. This also is a triumphant success. So it's a new success that we are moving into. And that is the energy that I'm being given as you start, or as you come into the 15th. I like to go after I've got a couple different decks that I'm going to run through. Right off the bat, they give us water, which, like I said, goes right back to your moon. This now, because the decks know me. My decks already know pretty much what I'm going to ask before I even ask them. So we're talking about now from the 15th through the 31st, and they start right off with your water energies. This is healing energies. This is learning to go with the flow energies. That flow that is more powerful. Water is powerful. It can drip, it can flow, and it can be a flood. Depends on how you control your water energies, is what they're telling you. And you're going to see the water energies coming up as you start to move through that 15th through the 31st. What else, what kind of energies is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus going to be hearing, going over this time? And it's funny because the two cards that flipped, and I'm being given this one, is Mercury. You are ruled by Mercury. Let me just tell you, this is part of why they had me do Mercury, and I already knew this. Not Mercury, had me do Virgo right now. Mercury is speed plowing through this month. I mean, it's speed plowing from the 6th until the 21st. Mercury, which is your ruling planet, it's just like speed plowing through Taurus. It really does not want to even be there. It's like I'm flying through here in like 2 weeks time, and then it's going to move into Gemini. So your ruling planet is about to shift twice. Even though I said from the 15th through the 31st, from the 6th through the 21st, it's going to be in Taurus, which is going to be speaking to you. Speaking to you, your Mercury is your communication about your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem. But it's also going to be speaking to you. Let me see. Pull up an astrology. Do. Okay. What I was just thinking also is a sign from Spirit of finding your power, coming into your power. I do that when they want me to say, come into your power, because it's a specific little songing that I do, more or less. That's exactly what that signing is. So they're saying come into your power, and when you're in your power, you'll manifest better. But Mercury is going to be in Gemini and Taurus, which is also speaking to you of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be going from your 9th and your 10th house. So it's moving from your spirituality, your soulfulness of talking to yourself within your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem, also dealing with the outer community. And then it's going to be moving into, what did I just say? What did I just say? It is going to be coming out of Taurus, and it will be moving into Gemini. But that will be, again for you, your 10th house, which is your outer community. It's also where your jobs are, your careers, your goals, your outer community of that situation. And it is going to be amplified because Jupiter is backing it up. Now remember, Jupiter is in retrograde right now. So Jupiter is also going to be bringing abundance. Jupiter is kind of like in retrograde. What did I miss? Wait a minute. Let me back up and bring some abundance in here and sprinkle my fairy dust over it and help to make it a little bit better. So you have Jupiter, Mercury, and water is what they're saying. So yes, you're going to come into some emotions, but you're going to come into your power through this time from the 15th through the 31st. And a bunch of abundance is going to be coming at you, as well as you're going to be getting back into your own personal earth energy. So this is going to allow you to take some time for yourself. This is going to allow you to bring in some of that energy for yourself. Get back on your like spot with yourself, allow you to start rebirthing these new energies as you move forward. And that's just what you're going to be entertaining that's coming in as far as energies are speaking to you. Oh, I'm also being told you got Uranus. Again, what did I just say? You're going to be speeding through. Mercury's going to be speeding through Taurus. Uranus is there. Independence, individuality, uniqueness, and freedom within your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem. But it's speaking to you from actually the 6th through the 21st, before it moves into Gemini. It's going to be speaking to you about your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem, your freedom, your independence, your individuality, your uniqueness, your freedom, all with who and what your higher self is. Coming into understanding that authentic self about yourself better so that you can put it out into the community and start to create what it is you truly are. Start not to create it because you are that, but start to bring it into a tangible reality. Because like I said, Spirit's saying a lot of your energies is going to be, in the outer community at this time, dealing with those relationships, setting those new grounds, setting those new boundaries, starting new directions, making these new goals start to become tangible as we get from thinking and move them into actual reality. Now, is there anything else from the 15th through the 31st that Virgo needs to hear? It is the Ace of it's the Ace of Discs. My mouth is trying to say dirty words. It is Earth, Virgo. It is you coming into your energy. This is you, baby. So this is starting to bring these energies, these ideas, all of these goals into tangible reality. You may not see it right then because you're starting to create it, but it is being brought forward. It is Capricorn dealing with, like I said, right now you have Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn. So it's setting those new boundaries, those new foundations. It's starting all over. It's a second chance is what I'm seeing, is what the cards are giving us. And then they're also giving us Three of Wands. But they give you a warning, is what they say. Think with integrity and clarity about whatever it is you are setting. Use the sun in Leo. No. Sorry. It's the sun in Aries. So it is about moving forward. It is setting those new goals, not getting lost and like let it burn out. Aries is a very powerful fire sign of me first energy, and it is a very powerful sign of starting new goals, new directions, and new shifts. But it tends to get bored if it doesn't start to work so quickly. And with the sun there, it's telling you you can illuminate, you can shine. But make sure, because my note to myself is saying, before you make any actions, make sure that you are acting from integrity and clarity so that you are setting the direction that you want. Is there anything else that Virgo needs to hear as we move forward from May 15th? They say, have patience. You aren't going to see this overnight. It will not happen overnight. You will be building. It's like they say, when Rome was not built in a day. We are building brand new foundations that last lifetimes. I've been saying that in the healing messages. So they're reminding you, this is not fully ready to be picked yet. You can't pick the flower just yet. It hasn't fully bloomed. You are still watering it. You are still nurturing it, is what they're saying. You're awaiting the ripening harvest. You are still creating it and putting the proper nourishment into it as you move into these energies. Because this is, again, Virgo and Earth. It's telling you to have patience with yourself. Acknowledge what it is you know you need, and then it will start to move forward, but you will not see the energy happen just like this. This is, as you're moving forward in these new directions, it is telling you the direction of what you need and how to go about receiving it. As well as, oh, it's the wrong one. Nope. They're saying more or less, I got both of them at the same time, which is 8 of Cups, as well as more or less magic. This is more or less the Magician in this deck. But for me, the Magician is not what most people read it as. The Magician is the connection itself. You can create anything you want, but you have to be properly connected. If you aren't connected properly, you may end up with the 8 of Cups. So this is speaking to us of connecting into the oneness. The magician cannot create and make magic if he's not truly connected. It's the alpha and the beta of Hebrew. The Hebrew beta is the home. It is the vessel. It is the temple. The temple must be able to be connected to the alpha, or you can't make your manifestation come clean. It's like they say, if you're manifesting from a negative spot because you can't get out of the negativity, you just may get it. So this is why they were telling you, take your time, have patience, nurture this properly, because it will cause you stagnation if you don't, and it will feel empty. You'll feel like you are overextending yourself. You need to have patience with it and work yourself through this energy properly. It also is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. The 8 of Cups is telling you to watch how much you let that water energy. I said they gave you water right off the bat. Watch how much you let your emotions get in. Watch how much you flow. If you're not flowing properly, you are going to have a problem with your magic. So have patience. Give yourself credit. Give yourself due diligence. And at the same time, give yourself love and respect. Take some pampering baths. Give yourself what you need. You can't have everything all at once. You are working on something big, and that is exactly what you will get, is big, beautiful things, but not like that. You're going to be working through these goals as you set them and you move forward. Is there anything left that I should be giving to Virgo? Reassessment. Reassessment. Time to take another look at the situation. There are many possibilities. However, every possibility will lead you to the same outcome. You have absolutely nothing to lose, is what they are saying. And then you have questions, is what they are saying. What you think is absolutely correct. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. So, trust in yourself, basically. You already know what you know you can do. You already know your power. You know your worth. Hello, Mr. Neptune. And believe in yourself, more or less. And one last message for today for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising Virgo, and Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, and Venus. See yourself as you would see a friend. Be objective about it. So, don't beat yourself up, but be honest with yourself. I love you guys. And I'll see you in 2 more weeks.